Hello and welcome to Good Day SA. In this episode, I will provide a brief update on our 2023 organizational priorities. From there, you'll have an opportunity to hear from a few of our Vancouver program team members. In this program, we provide a variety of youth services. The team members will talk about their work, what they're proud of, and what hope means to them. From there, for our Heart of the Moment, you'll have an opportunity to get a tour of our Vancouver office where we provide a variety of different services. Enjoy! For our organizational priorities, we continue to move forward with our diversity, inclusion, and belonging work. I'm happy to report that our focus groups are now complete. We were really pleased with about 12% of all of our employees participating in those focus groups. We have now received our report out from Leda HR that highlights themes. It highlights areas of really strong strength for us, and it highlights areas of opportunity. From here, we are in the process of designing communication and enrollment plans, and we'll be in touch soon with regard to next steps. We are well underway with implementing our new strategic plan. We're doing this inside of a new system called Rhythm, which is going to be a great way for tracking and reporting out on progress. With this, it's taking a little bit longer to be ready to communicate with all of you, and you will see communication coming from me shortly about what our plan is and how you can be involved in it. With regard to responding to employee feedback, there are a variety of ways that you're going to be receiving information about things that are happening. First of all, you'll continue to get responses on Question of the Month. Keep responding to those. It's been incredibly invaluable. The second big piece of information you'll receive from me this quarter relates to the Start, Stop, Continue feedback that you provided. So far, you've been receiving information in little bits and pieces, and you'll receive a more comprehensive summary during this next quarter. Our fourth priority is on hiring, and we continue to make progress toward this. Thankfully, we have more team members now than we did at the beginning of the year, and we've had the opportunity to welcome some really great people here at SA. Please continue to refer Service Alternatives to your friends and family members who might really enjoy the working environment that we have, and of course, the purpose-filled work that we do. For our last priority, we're continuing to focus on connection and engagement, and we've made some really good strides in this area. Our Advocate Advisory Council met for the first time in person since 2019. We just started our new Manager Corps training where we welcomed new SA leadership team members. We have Rising Stars that are about to launch into their new cohort. We have new SA Value Award members. There are a variety of ways for you to continue to be involved, and I encourage you to stay involved in things like Question of the Month, SA Value Award program, and other things that we have coming. We'll be announcing the dates of our barbecues very soon, and we're just excited to see you all there. For Good Day SA, we've had an opportunity to be able to do more program-focused interviews and videos. For the particular one that you will be watching now, Michael Wallace, the program manager of our Vancouver program, took the lead on organizing a video and a meet and greet for all of you. Krista did the video work, and it was something that we were just excited to have happen, and they did an amazing job. I hope that each of you has an opportunity to enjoy the video that you're about to watch to get an idea of what our Vancouver program is all about. And I hope that you have an opportunity also to enjoy the Heart of the Moment, where you get to get a good eye on what our Vancouver multi-service program looks like. Enjoy.
Welcome to Vancouver. This is the program manager / licensing office that we're sitting in. I'm Michael Wallace. I'm the program manager for our BRS program.
I am Julianne Ditzler. I'm a BRS case manager.
Hello, I'm Katie Jacobson, and I am a direct support professional.
I manage the cases with our BRS youth. I do a lot of advocating for our youth with our monthly team meetings. I check in with our foster parents weekly, make sure that the home is okay and that the kids are getting all their needs met, and coordinating any extra services that they need, and working with staff on how we can work on goal work on their staffings.
I help foster youth that are in our program achieve goals that are set by our case managers.
My role, along with the usual like administrative things like budget tracking and things like that, I think a big part of my role is making sure that I'm showing up for my team and making sure that I'm present, and that making sure that their voices are heard and that they matter. There's a lot of struggle with hiring and a lot of challenges that we face in that way, and the pandemic has created a lot of those challenges, and I think it's more important than ever the relationship between the people that I hire and bring on and what they bring to the table, but what I kind of match is when they come to the table.
So one thing the manager says about this team is that during the pandemic, they never slowed down. What kept you motivated?
Oh man, I think that knowing that COVID was affecting everyone, it wasn't just us. It was really easy to be kind of selfish in that sense of like, this is how it's affecting me. But I think the team as a whole kept in mind that COVID is affecting everyone, especially our clients, which is our focus. And so being able to have that outward focus was definitely a great motivator.
What would you say you're the most proud of?
I would say when the kids meet a goal or they express that they're having a lot of good times, it makes me really happy. One kid even calls me Pokemon Lady, so that makes me happy.
Tell us more about Pokemon Lady. Why are you called Pokemon Lady?
So when I first started, there was a kid in our program, and they're very shy, kind of aloof when you first meet them. And when I first met him, he was telling me that he only wanted to hang out for a half hour, and we were able to extend it to our full time. But he got in the car, and I was like, I'm really tall, so we're just driving in the company van, and he's like, well, our canine is over 10 feet. And I was like, well, I didn't know that. I thought they were 8 feet. And he proceeded to get more interested, and we talked about the new Pokemon game, Violet and Scarlet, for the entirety of our 2 staffings.
And what gives you hope?
What gives me hope? That's a hard question, I think. I think the thing that gives me the most hope right now is that our work is important, and it's very impactful, and it matters, and it's a kind of work that is needed to be done. And I think the challenge is finding people who understand that and are willing to kind of meet that need. But what gives me hope is that kind of within that is people are wanting to find connections. People are wanting to know that their work matters, and knowing that we can continue to keep finding those people and bringing them in, I think is kind of what gives me hope right now.
What gives you hope?
Oh man, I love my job. I love seeing everyone come together to help a youth, and I love getting to see these kids being able to advocate for themselves. I'll usually start a case and they don't want to attend a team meeting, and then slowly they'll be like, hey, I want this, and I can work with them. Being able to see that progress, even small steps, makes a huge difference, and gives me hope that no matter how difficult a case is, there can always be progress. Even if the case ends not where I'd like it, I at least know that there was a positive influence, and that's all I can ask for.
So what gives you hope?
It gives me hope when kids are able to thrive in the supports that we give them, and in addition, that seeing, since I've been working here, that people are so supportive and communicative with each other, it just shows a lot of promise.
We have a really great team here. I'm often very inspired by them. Especially when I start feeling kind of down and feeling like my work isn't impactful, and just to kind of in random ways be reminded of how amazing our work is, and how even with the pandemic, and we've continued to move with those changes, and continue to see kids, and continuing to see kids complete goals and accomplish things in their life, and move forward in permanency options, and it's just amazing to see a team of people that, even with the state of the world being what it is, still willing to show up and do this work. Hey, welcome to Vancouver. Come on in. Yeah, so this is kind of our main area, or I should say, our kind of our waiting room, kind of the doorway to our multi-service office here in Vancouver. As you can see, we have our training room here. You know, we've been seeing a lot more trainings in our area and starting to see some new foster parents come our way, which is pretty cool. Been really exciting to see a lot of area growth in our program, in our office rather too. Seeing the CES kind of grow, as you can see by some of the space developing to meet with their clients. Mental health has also been growing as well. We're starting to see clients throughout the week out of our office. This is kind of our kitchenette area. As we walk further into the space, we kind of refer to this as the commons area, the big open space where, you know, impromptu meetings, conversations, planning, QAs, they all happen here.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Good Day SA. Offices provide quite a hub of connection and engagement, whether you're office there or you're coming in for a training. For Vancouver, we had just opened up that office right before the pandemic hit, and many of us have not even been there. It's a multi-service office that supports foster care, employment services, mental health services, and it's a vibrant community that you get the feel of when you're listening to our various team members and you're touring the office. When you go into your various offices or to your programs, think about the engagement and connection that you can have with your team members. A simple good morning, how are you, getting to know each other's work goes a long way toward this end. Thanks for everything that you do, SA. Have a good day. Bye-bye.